This is Tracy Nelson with Creation Adventures and Outdoor Education, and thanks for joining me today. I'm kind of taking you on a journey with me. I took several years ago. Just walk you through a little bit. I'm in the Cohutta wilderness area in North Georgia, and I'm on about a 6-day trip. I think it's 5 or 6 days anyway. It's in the spring of the year. It's at the very end of March and the 1st of April. And the fishing is excellent, and I've carried about just enough food for about 2 meals a day, and really just to carry the bare minimum. And I'm hoping and praying each day that I catch some fish. And so I got out early this morning that I'm showing these clips here, fishing in the Cohutta River, and I'm using crickets. And anyway, I just caught this fish here, this small one, which is it's probably 8 or 10 inches. It's big enough to eat, and because I'm going to cook the trout whole over a fire. I'm just going to run a stick through their mouth and out their tail and cook them similar to the way you would cook a hot dog. And so, like I said, I started early this morning, and right off the bat, just started getting in the fish. So there's a new on the stringer, and I only need about 2 more to have a really good mess of fish. For I guess a late breakfast. So anyway, what I do is I leave the camp and take all my stuff with me that I need to cook those fish.
Must be on out today, just be kind of catching some fun.
I'm working my way downriver this morning, and it's threatening rain. So I know of a bluff shelter, or I say bluff shelter, it's a bluff, an overhang, a rock overhang that I can get in, build me a nice fire, and cook my trout. So here's, I moved further down the river, got a nice pool. What I do is I'm using a small split shot and a cricket, and I'll just cast the cricket upstream, and I'll just kind of bump it along. I'll cast it up into the water. You see the water there, the mud water. I'll cast it up into there, and then I'll bump it along the bottom. And if it stops, or if I feel something, then I just gently. I don't really set the hook like I would with a bass, because you don't have to do that with trout. They have such a delicate mouth, and I'm using a really small hook, probably a number 8 or a number 10 size hook, which is typical for trout. And, in these southern Appalachian streams like this, if you catch a 14 or 16-inch fish, you've really caught a nice fish for these southern Appalachian streams. And I know there's bigger trout in some of the larger southern Appalachian streams. So now,
I'm going to go ahead and
just going to walk you through a little bit about
clean these fish.
How to clean a trout. Maybe you've never caught or cleaned a trout. They're really easy. I've already got this one
Let's see what he's
cut. What you're going to see in the next fish is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to start with the anal opening, and I'll insert my knife and just cut all the way up the belly to the gills. And then you just take your finger and you clean out the guts, and then there's what we call a bloodline along the backbone. Take your fingernail and scrape that bloodline out, and you just rinse it out in the water there. And if you want to eat the skin of the trout, then it's good to go ahead and scale them. They have real tiny scales, and simply turn your knife at a right angle and move it against the grain of the scales, and those small scales will come right off.
Pull the guts out, and then you get the blood thing out here.
Whole and eat the flesh.
Ooh, that's pretty
of the fish as well as the skin, which the skin's pretty good. And you don't want to waste anything. So what I do also is that I'm always curious as to what the fish are feeding on. So I take every advantage to try to figure it out by every fish that I catch, I like to cut the stomachs open and examine the stomach contents. So what you're about to see is I've got the stomachs out of these fish, and I'm going to take a knife and I'm going to cut them open, and I'm going to take those stomach contents and lay it out on the rock to see if I can determine, maybe what I should be using for bait from here on out. Because I'm only like 3 days into the trip. I think I have 2 days left. So I would like to catch some more fish for a meal or two.
Yeah, we'll see.
As you can see, I'm using a knife
They've been eating.
that I have made. I
We want to see what a fish has been eating, or any other
just
animal.
doing some field testing to see how my knives hold up in these, camping, bushcraft type situations. So I made that knife, and you also see one when I do the cooking video with the trout. You'll see a knife that I made. I'm doing some stuff with it. So on this first stomach, I think I find some aquatic insect parts that look a lot like crickets.
Yeah.
But they're probably, they could be, they could
Like
be
a
held
part of the cricket.
parts or something like that. Sometimes you get bits and pieces in the stomach instead of getting the whole insect or whatever they've been eating. In this one, I actually get a small crawfish out of that one's stomach.
All right,
So
guess
there
what this
again,
one has?
it's good information to have if you're going to continue to fish and you want to be successful and
Little
catch some
crawfish.
trout. That's just really good information. So anyway, look for the next video where I'll show you how to cook
Aquatic insect.
trout. Very simple, easy way to cook them. No
I'm
mess.
on track
and,
with what I'm using.
really a good way. Tastes good. And have a wonderful meal with
I'm on track.
Appalachian